30-day LeetCoding challenge, and this is like day 7, and the problem is counting elements. So this question is kind of weird. I know. Like the reason I said it's weird because it's because like let's go ahead and read the question together. So given an integer array A or R, count element x such that x plus 1 is also an array. If there's duplicate in array, count them separately. So basically, if we see like a value, let's say 1, like, and then we also see like a number like 2, we want to increment our output to be like 1 by 1. So in the case that we see like 1 twice and then a single 2, we also want to increment our output twice as well, 2 times. So like this, like for example, so let's say x is 1, and we look at the array, we found x plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's why we increment output by 1, and then the other 1 is coming from this. So we look at 2. So we ask ourselves, uh, do we have like x plus 1? So 2 plus 1 is 3. Yes, and we do have 3. So that's why we increment like 1 more time. So now we have 2. And yeah, just like this. And for this case, we have scenes 1, and then we ask ourselves, is there any 2 in the array? No, so we didn't update this at all. Same thing, we seen 3, we're looking for 4, there's no 4, so no update. Same with 5, we're looking for 6, same with 7. So like the idea is simple. It's simple. I mean, like, so every time we see like this type of problem, we should think about the lookup time, right? Because like when we see something, we want to look for something. So there are like multiple ways in order to look up like quickly. One, we can like sort the array. Second, we can uh, create a dictionary. So it's like for this case, since the array laying itself is like 1,000, so we know it's a fixed size. So we can create an array, like a fixed array that have that length, and then we can like go to that index specifically to look for the value that we want to see. So it's like for example, what we want to do is we would want to create an array that contain like 1,000 location, like 1,000 buckets. And so, and then when we traverse through 1, we would increment at index equal to 1 to be 1, and then we increment index equal to 1 to be 2, and stuff like that. So we go like through the whole array and then update the array, and then we go through the array one more time, and then we check 1 to see if there is any 2 in the fixed length array. If there is any 2, we want to increment the output, but that would be a little bit wasteful. What we can do is we can use like a dictionary. But I'm saying that like low level programming, like we don't have like a fancy use of dictionary. We can like create a fixed length array, or we can create like a special type of linked list. But let's do this problem by using the dictionary. So the idea is first we traverse through the array and store everything into a dictionary, and the pair of the dictionary is value and frequency. So in this case, so let's say that if we have this input, already done it. We remove it. Let's see if I still remember how to do it. So if we have this input in our dictionary, we will have something like this. And then the next iteration, we just like traverse through this dictionary, and then we ask ourselves, oh, so we see 1, and then we ask ourselves, oh, is there any 2? No, so we don't increment output, so we have like output set at 0, and then we go with 3. Is there any 4? No, so we don't increment output. And then 5, we're looking for 6, 7, looking for 8, so that's why output is 0 at the end. And in the case that is like 1, 2, 3 like this, so if this is the case, we traverse through the dictionary again. So first we create the dictionary. Then once we created the dictionary, we traverse through the dictionary one more time. We ask, oh, is there any 2? Yes. Is there any 3? Like we look at 2. Is there any 3? Yes. So we increment this by 1. Like for example, if we have like 1 occur like twice, so when we see 1, we ask ourselves, is there any 2? Yes. And then how many occurrence of 1s? So there's like 2 occurrence, so we want to update our output to be like twice in that case. So we update our output depending on the frequency of that value. So, but first we need to check if the x plus 1 or 1 plus 1 exists first. If we can confirm that, we can increment by the frequency of x. Alright, let's do it. My dictionary. So first, create the dictionary. So just like traverse through for value in array, if value in my dictionary, we want to increment the frequency. We want to initialize that key and value. Then we traverse through the dictionary for key and value and my. So this will give us like a pair of key and value every time. So if key plus 1 in my dictionary, we want to increment our output to be frequency. I think it's more frequency like this. I think number, this is more accurate. Or x. Yeah, so we traverse through x and we're looking for x plus 1. If there is an excess of x plus 1, we want to increment the output by the frequency of x. And this turn output, let's double check. So yeah, so create a dictionary, and then yeah, increment the output right here. In the case that this is not true, output won't be changed. And the time complexity of this algorithms would be, so when we do right here, it would be O n, and this would be, this is like O of the unique number in the array. So the whole thing is basically, the time complexity of the whole thing is O n, and the space complexity is O n as well, since we use the dictionary. Right, let's run the code. Right. So there you go. Our answer is accepted. Thank you for watching, and if you have any question, leave it down below on the comment section. Thank you. Bye.